Welcome back to the next video on AutoCAD. In this class, we are going to discuss the tools in Modify Tool. What are the tools that are present in Modify Toolbar? Erase, copy, mirror, offset, move, rotate, scaling, extension, break at a point, join, chamfer, fillet, all those things. We'll discuss each and every tool one by one. Okay. For suppose, by using modify toolbar, I have drawn some rough sketch here. If I want to delete this one, click on the entity and select the modify. In modify erase command will be present, click on that one and that object will be deleted. Okay, that's the first thing. Second one, for suppose I have drawn a circle. So if I want to make a duplicate of this circle here, so how I am able to do that one? I am clicking on the copy. It is asking about the copy select objects in the command line. Select that one and click on the enter. It asks about the base point from where you need that one. So select that one, base point, and give the distance, intermediate distance. You can select that. With respect to this point, center point, from the base point, the entities will be created. Multiple entities will be created. Okay, this is the copy. Next one, mirror. For creation of mirror, the main requirement is to have a reference line. What I mean to say is, for suppose, if I have drawn a circle and a rectangle in this, I want to mirror this entire object with respect to this mirror line. So how I am able to do that? So click on the mirror. It asks about the command line asks about the mirror select object select the objects what you need. Click on the enter. So it asks for the mirror specify first reference. Mirror line will be present now. So in that click on the first line and click on the second endpoint. With respect to the mirror line, the object will be created. Now it is asking about the question whether we should erase the source objects. If you click yes, this object, whatever from where you have initiated, it will be deleted out. If no, both the values will be present. Like that, mirror will be performed. Okay, next one, offset. For suppose, for the offset purpose, I am taking a polygon, say 6 sides, center point, some inscribed or circumscribed method. Make sure that ortho is on. I am giving as 40 as the yes. So I want to mirror it, offset it. I am clicking on the offset command. Specify the distance it asking with respect to how much distance you need. I am taking it as 10. Select the object and which direction you want that one. For suppose this is the main object. If I want to inside, I will click on that side. Otherwise outside. Just click on the object and click on the side, which side you want that offset. Like that, you are able to prepare a honeycomb pattern like this by using offset. For drawing parallel lines, parallel profiles, you can use. For suppose, another example, I am simply drawing a vertical line. If I want a series of vertical lines here with a intermediate distance of 10, how I am able to do that one? Offset, distance, how much we are saying? 10. Select that line and select the direction. For suppose if it is a left side, click on that and click on the left side. Just simply select the object on which direction you want that one, click on that side. Yes, like that you are able to model a part by using offset command. Next one is array. Array. Array is mainly of three types: polar array, rectangular array, and a path array. Polar array, rectangular array, and path array. What is this rectangular array? For suppose I have already produced this model, this one honeycomb pattern. I need this type of objects as number of rows into number of columns. Say number of rows are 5, columns as 5. I need 5 rows, 5 columns of this entity. How I am able to do that one? Modify toolbar, you can click here also, or on the menu bar you can click on the modify array, mob, rectangular array. We need the matrix type now, but rows and columns, so click on the rectangular. So what it is asking, array select object select the objects are selected. So by default, how many objects will be there? There 3 objects, 3 rows and 4 columns. But what is our requirement? 5 rows, 5 columns. So in the square bracket, there is an option called columns. So click on that one. By default, it is 4 is there, modify to 5. So you can observe that length is increased 5. Now intermediate distance is 346. That is the initial value that is given. If you want to increase that one, 400. The entity distances will be increased. Thereafter, click on the rows. Rows. How many we are required? 5. Enter. So what is the intermediate distance? This is also 400. So enter. Enter. So if you observe like that, there are 5 rows and 5 columns that are prepared from a entity which is created from offset. Okay, so like this. But if I want to delete this one, any of the one thing, it can't possible because there is a intermediate imaginary uh, link between one and another. If I want to delete this one, it is not possible. Entire object will be selected in array. Okay, that's the problem we have. Next one, next polar array. For suppose I have drawn a circle of radius 50. On the periphery of the circle, I have drawn a rectangle. So what I need is, on the periphery of the circle, I need 24 this type of rectangles entities. So how I am able to do that one? Modify array, polar array. Select the object which object you want to rotate. Select that object, enter. With respect to which center point you want to select that one. By default, it is there 6. How much we need actually? 24. In the array square bracket, there is a option called items. Click on that one. Give the value 24. And click on the enter. You will get this one like that. It is similar to a windmill, right? So like that. So I will do with another example. For suppose if I have taken a 50 diameter, 50 radius circle. Okay, on the periphery I am drawing a circle of 10. Okay, modify array, polar array. Select the object is selected, enter, center point. Okay, items, say 12. Like that way, you are able to produce rectangular array and polar array. Okay, next one. For suppose, if I want, next command is move. If I want to move these circles, move these entities to another place, select the move command. Move, it is asking about the object. We have selected that object, enter. With respect to which base point, this point here to here, I am able to move. Move command is used to move the entities from one place to another place. Next one, rotate. What is this rotate is all about? So I have drawn a rectangle. If I want to rotate this rectangle into 30 degrees with respect to horizontal, how I am able to do that one? Click on the line, rotate, select the object, you have selected that object, and it is asking about the base point. From base point, it asks about the angle 30. Automatically, this rectangle is inclined with respect to horizontal with an inclination of 30. We can measure that one also. There is no problem by using dimension, angular dimension. See, 30 degrees. So like that way, we are able to produce this next one, scale. So first of all, how we have to use the scale. Scaling is a magnification ratio. Zoom in, zoom out like that. So, for suppose I have drawn a line of 40 square, 40 40. So I want to increase this value. I want to increase the dimensions. So what I have done, I'll show the dimension calculations also. Linear, it's 40. So I want to increase that one. Scale. Select the objects and with respect to this base point, if I want to increase, if I want to double that one, how much it became? 840 into 2, 80. For suppose, if I want to decrease by 4 times, how much it will be? 0.25, right? Scale. Select the object. Objects are selected and specify the base point. This is the base point. How much? 0.220. 80 by 420. So like that way you are able to produce the scaling options. In the next video, we'll discuss some of the interesting factor. What is this OSNAP settings is all about in the status bar, and we'll go for the trimming, all those things, how the chamfer works, how the join, break at a point, chamfer, fillet, spline, all those things will. Thank you.